That was totally my fault. My bad. It is what it is today.
Okay, we live. Let's get it.
Yeah, we live. We going nuts right now. I want to get before we get to all of the drama. Don't mind the intro. I said it. Fuck it. It is what it is today. So a while back we had a conversation about how NIL deals would be getting out of control and get so out of control that there is a possibility top, player top 5 picks or whatever it may be in the draft may actually opt out of the draft because they would have made so much money in college football that going to a bad team wouldn't be worth it. So they would opt out to go to a team in which they would want to play for because money would not be a problem.
Yep, we seen Caleb Williams literally come out and say that.
Yep. And it just got a little deeper. I think it was either yesterday or today, in the form of, let me see if I can pop it up right here, in the form of Marvin Harrison Jr., where it says Marvin Harrison Jr. was offered $20 million to stay at Ohio State.
What a pretty penny that is.
Yeah, a deal that rivals first-round pick money to keep him at Ohio State for the 2024 season under the team's under the terms of the NIL, NFL's rookie wage scale, yada yada yada. Which means, hey, all those teams that were looking to, move up in the draft, possibly draft Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, why would he do that? Why? If he's going to get $20 million to stay at Ohio State.
To stay in college.
To stay in college.
To stay in college, right? Because, I mean, at this point, he's already a college graduate, right? Like, he doesn't have to take any more classes. So he's literally just getting paid to play and be enrolled at the school at this point.
Yeah. And there was a stat that they put up last year. Caleb Williams was the 4th highest paid person on the USC campus. That is insane.
That is absolutely crazy.
I mean,
the fact that they offered this man like essentially more than running backs is damn near being offered right now, bro. Like to stay in college.
To stay in college.
College.
And this was my fear about college sports when it comes to paying athletes this type of money, because now there's no ceiling on how much money these guys can make or get paid. 20 like Marvin Harrison Jr. is a wide receiver, and they offered him 20. Imagine what they're going to ask of Caleb Williams if this is actual true. Mullins dropped out. He had to get his GED for a second because he couldn't believe it. The amount of money that's going on right now. Think about a couple years from now. Arch Manning. The amount of money that they're going to ask to keep Arch Manning in college after his junior year. It's going to be crazy. If it's $20 million for a wide receiver, we can only estimate for a quarterback it's going to be 10% higher than that, if not 15 to 20%. Hold on, let me get Mula jump the screen real quick. He'll pop up when he can. But let's take a look at this. How about a left tackle? What is it worth to keep a top 5 left tackle in college per year for college NIL money? Safeties, cornerbacks. These guys, the money that's going to be thrown at these guys moving forward is going to be quite significant. And if I am a top 5 pick, a top 10 pick, at this point, is the NFL draft going to be worth it? What does the NFL do with the draft moving forward? Do they restructure the pay scale to where rookies are getting paid even more so than what they are right now, just to entice them to leave the NIL money to take the NFL money. It's going to be a war between these two factions, and who's going to win. Right now, it's looking like the NIL money is going to outweigh the NFL money moving forward. But we'll see. We can only wait and see how true this Marvin Harrison Jr. stuff is. If it is actual $20 million in NIL money to stay at Ohio State, I'm staying. Like and I don't have to go to class. I am a professional in a amateur sense because I don't have to go to class. All I have to do is go to practice and collect a check. That's pretty much what he would be doing if he went to the NFL. There's no class involved. He just has to study and play games on Saturday, opposed to playing games on Sunday. And he's going to get $20 million to do so. With nothing for nothing, just to keep it a buck, the competition is not going to be nowhere near what the NFL is. So he gets to, for lack of a better sense, he gets to steal money. So I'm curious to see what happens, especially with a guy like Caleb Williams. What does he get to stay at USC? USC, I am going to assume, has a bigger alumni base with deeper pockets. What does that look like at USC? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work for a guy there? Also, how does this affect the guys that are coming out? The Bo Nixes, the Jaden Daniels, who else? Michael Penix Jr. How does that affect their draft? Now, how high do they boost up moving forward? What are teams willing to give up to get one of these guys if they're not going to get a Caleb Williams, if they're not going to get a Marvin Harrison Jr.? You know, so it's going to be a thing moving forward to see how a lot of these teams adjust their strategies in getting some of these young players coming out of college moving forward. Moolish is in a ill spot right now, but that's cool. We're gonna keep it popping. We're gonna keep it moving. Let's get to I'll wait till Moolish comes back because I want to get into a video had resurfaced again about can NFL players play in the NBA and can NBA players play in the NFL, and who would have the easier transition. This is a, not controversial topic, but we kind of touched on it before. Hold on, Moolish is back.
Went to a bad service area.
Oh, good. I'll backtrack to get your opinions on the whole NIL money and what do you think the next plan for the NFL to combat, if this is true, that $20 million being offered to a top prospect coming out to keep him in. What would you think the NFL would do to combat that if they should? Hold on, you muted your mic.
I don't even know what they can do at this point. Like, I'm honestly, like, with this whole NIL stuff, and trust me, I'm all for the players getting paid for the name and image and likeness, right? But they kind of getting outrageous with this, bro. Like, millions of dollars for these essential kids to be in school, go to a college, bro, is crazy. Like, I can understand a couple $100,000, couple $100,000. I'm here for that. I'm not arguing that. But, bro, they talking about 20 mil, bro. Like,
we'll have the conversation me and my brother was having, and I don't have a problem with, like you said, with players getting paid for their image and likeness. I don't even have a problem with NIL deals if the NIL deal makes sense. And this is what I mean.
Absolutely.
What I mean by that is, since we're talking about Marvin Harrison Jr., we'll take him as case study. I don't believe it's a smart NIL deal for him to have an Apple Watch deal and him wearing an Apple Watch during a game.
Yeah, no, that's not even. I have an Apple Watch, and I don't even wear mine during football games. So
Right. I think when I say it should make sense, Ohio State is a Nike school. How about you gave him a signature cleat from Nike and he got paid off the sales of the signature cleat? Like,
you could make
to me,
him.
that
You could have him be a brand ambassador for Nike.
right, like that would make more sense to, because at least it's football based. Or how about, like, you know, Moolers, you know this, like the face mask that DBs wear. We used to call it the Eric Dickerson back in the day because Eric Dickerson was the first one that we seen with it or made it popular. How about you come up, you design your own face mask with Schutt or Rydell or whatever one of these helmet companies, and then if that face mask sells, you get a portion of the sales because you're the one who's actually promoting it. It's your face mask.
Well, I mean, and then you can also work with his dad as well. You can tie his dad into it. Like I know his dad didn't go to Ohio State. I understand that. But you can tie his dad into it to where they're doing commercials or doing advertisement, and that's going to obviously bring more sales, more exposure to the school, even though the school doesn't need more exposure. It's the Ohio State University, right? But it's like there's so many ways that you can do this other than be like, yeah, we'll give you 20 mil to come back to the school, bro.
Right. And I don't like even
Like
him wearing Louis Vuitton cleats. Like, how many dudes are going to wear Louis Vuitton cleats?
ain't no kid mama gonna be able to afford that, bro. Like nobody is gonna go out and be hey, mom, can you spend 3 bands on these Louis Vuitton Marvin Harrison Jr. cleats? Like, bro, no, that's not realistic. That's not
It's
applicable.
not.
You got to go out and do stuff that the kids are gonna go out there and wear. The kids are gonna go out there and sport. Like that's where the money is, right? Like when you see the graphic tees and the graphic gloves and the visors and all the stuff like that, bro. Like the Pop Warner kids are the first one that got them. First one
Yep.
that got them.
So
Like
why?
that's who your crowd should be, right? And then move on to high school and then college and stuff like that because, like you said, like that makes the most sense, right? Because you're capitalizing not only on the brand, you're having him learn business, but you're getting him paid in the process, right? Like that's what it should be about: understanding business and understanding how your name, image, and likeness can be used to bring you revenue and to help you essentially build your brand. Not
Right.
just we're gonna give you a whole bunch of money to play here.
And that's the thing. And like to me, that's where it would make the most sense for me because all this other stuff, like, you know, I get why they would want to do it, but it's not in conjunction with what they are doing as student athletes. Like getting a gold chain from said, jewelry place, that's not, come on, how is that helping? What are you doing by that? Like, it doesn't make sense. For me, like I said, for me, it doesn't make sense.
I mean, for me, it don't make sense either, bro. And I got a whole ass grill in my mouth right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't. There's stuff that just don't logically make sense. Like with Dion and the glasses, like that made sense because
Because
he tied it into football, right? In their glasses, right?
and
Their glasses.
he
I
wears,
mean, everybody
he
can go out there and
wears,
get some glasses.
he wears shades. Like, it makes sense. Like Shador Sanders having a Rolex deal doesn't make sense. Would he be wearing a Rolex if he wasn't playing college football? No. As a regular student athlete, not as Shador Sanders. Like, do things
Other than
that
the fact, to maybe flex that he is the son of Dion. Outside of that, like being the son of a celebrity, like outside of that, no, absolutely
right,
fuck no.
because if I'm thinking about how can I capitalize on my image, name, and likeness, I am talking to the people who would buy the stuff that I have. Like, I would want to talk to Nike or Jordan Brand or whoever it may be and be like, yo, let me come up with a signature cleat that these high school kids would want, that these, middle school kids, that these Pop Warner kids would want to wear. That's where the money, that's how Steph Curry made his money. He made his money off the kids.
Cleats, gloves, visors, bro, like mouthpieces, all of that stuff, accessories, bro, sleeves, compression shorts and pants and stuff, like all of that stuff, bro. That's where the money is, literally.
That's where it is. So that's what would make more sense to me. But moving forward, I'm curious if they're offering Marvin Harrison Jr. $20 million. What are they going to offer Arch Manning his junior year to stay in school? What are they going to offer? What are they going to offer Caleb Williams?
Exactly. And it's crazy because bringing up Arch Manning, bro, it's like that last name, just like Harrison Jr., you feel me? That last name hold weight.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel me? There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be like, shit, he's getting like more than half of that money is gonna be him just based off his name alone.
And the position that he plays.
Yep, in the position that he plays, bro. But it's like, to me, honestly, there's no real way you can really justify paying a college kid that much money. Like, there's no possible way you can sit up there and tell me that you're going to pay this little lad, you're going to pay this 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old, 21-year-old 10, 15, 20 million fucking dollars to attend school, because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, a lot of these students are already done with classes. They're college graduates already.
And I'm going to tell you this, I'm not going to class. I'm taking a meal and I'm going straight to each professor like, yo, there you go.
You feel me? Like
I'm not going to class. I'm not going to. I'm tell you that right now. If I'm making $20 million, I'm not going to class. Fuck you.
It's just like, what are we really promoting here, bro? Are we promoting making money? Are we promoting football? Are we promoting brand building? Like, what are we really promoting with the name Images and Likeness thing? You know what I'm saying? Because like we said, we're all for the guys getting paid for the name, image, and likeness, bro. We're all for that. We understand it. But like, at what point in time do we start to reel this thing back in and start to put a cap on it? Like, all right, bro, y'all doing a little bit too much. Because now you got to think about it. Like with the NCAA game coming out next year,
mm-hmm.
Like that's even more. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, EA Sports already said that they're paying each player who signed the contract to be in the game. I think it's somewhere between $75,000 to $125,000.
Even then, that's still crazy.
But for a college student, $75,000?
Pretty reasonable, I'd say. I'd say that's reasonable.
Yeah. Like,
still a pretty penny, right, to us average folks. But hey, that's college tuition right there.
But think about it. Most of these dudes on scholarship anyway.
Hey, boom, and there you go. And there you go. Most of these guys is on scholarship. Most of these guys is getting their education paid for.
So they're not even paying for school. And then you're giving them money on top of all of that. And I had this conversation too. At what point does the school turn around and say, hey, since you're getting all this NIL money, you got to pay for school?
And they wouldn't be out of pocket in doing that. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Because why would I because it's not cheap to go to some of these schools.
It sure ain't.
You talking hundreds of thousands of dollars in some of these cases.
Yeah.
Some of these schools. You know what I mean? So if they looking at it like, oh, you just got a $6 million NIL deal, you can pay for class this semester then, huh?
Yep, because the scholarships come from the school. The NIL deals come from the brand and from the company that sponsors you. So they can literally sit up there and look at that like, oh, Gatorade just gave you $10 million. Oh, bet, yeah, we can take the scholarship back, right? There's a kid that didn't get an NIL deal.
There's a kid that can use that.
That can use that. Yep. We gonna throw that to him, and you can go ahead and use some of that $10 million to pay for class, because you know what I'm saying, we got a kid that, you know what I'm saying, not gonna get an NIL deal, or probably gonna get a smaller NIL deal that can probably still use the scholarship money. So we can go ahead and take that from you and get that to him.
Or just a kid in general who's not even an athlete, who need money
to go to school.
The only way they're gonna go to school is if they get a scholarship.
Yep. Wow, look at that. Because academic scholarships exist too, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Academic scholarships exist too. So even if a guy goes to a school on an academic scholarship, but he balls out on the football field because, contrary to a lot of belief, right? Football players are actually smart, guys. Like, they actually get 4.0s and 3.5s and up and higher.
Unlike basketball, you got to go to school.
Yeah, unlike basketball, or you feel me? So, like, football players are actually smart, right? Like, we actually have to stay in school. So if you get an academic scholarship, but you balling out on the field, the school can literally still come up to you and be like, hey, man, shit, you got that You got that 15 mil with the MIA, with the NIL, man. Like, we're gonna go ahead and take this academic scholarship and go give it to somebody else who's not an athlete.
Right. And this is where it gets dicey on a lot of different fronts. But we're gonna see what happens moving forward, because this is not the end of that story. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Definitely not. It's only gonna get worse, bro. Before they put a cap on it, it's only gonna get worse.
Because that left tackle, he gonna want his bread too. I'm telling you that right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah, he gonna want that chicken for sure. He said, "Run it in." Y'all know who I am.
So another thing came up. I put this on the doc late. We talked about it. This was a while back, but it kind of resurfaced again. Comments that Paul George had made that said NBA basketball players can make the transition to the NFL better than NFL players can make the transition to the NBA. I'm here to just call, and he said that, it's harder for NFL players to play in the NBA because the NBA is a skill-based sport, as if football is not. I just want, but okay, you give me how you feel about this, Mulich, and then I'll go completely insane on this in my way.
He sounds absolutely dumb as hell, and I said this on Twitter when I first seen this stupid ass shit come out. First of all, this was my point behind this, right?
Before you get to name dropping, because I know where you're going, just kill it.
Look, bro, because I'm not even gonna name drop. I'm just gonna state this simple fact. It's a fact, and it's undisputable. Can nobody argue this with me? Football has created more basketball players than the sport of basketball itself. A lot of you motherfuckers started off as wanting to play football. I love football. And you got your ass popped right up under this little chin of yours, and you couldn't take it. So you went to go tell mommy and daddy, hey, I don't want to play football no more. That shit hurt. I'm going to play basketball. And that's how you became a fucking basketball player. So I really don't want to hear this, Paul George, bro, because the moment one of y'all get popped under y'all little motherfucking chin strap right here, the moment one of y'all get hit in your chest a little hard, the moment you get jammed in your chest by a DB, you're going to go back to your sport. You're going to go put them goddamn hoops on. You're going to put them goddamn Kobe's on, them the bras on, them Kyrie's on, and y'all going to sit up there and y'all going to put the ball in the hole like y'all supposed to. I'm not trying to sit up here and call basketball players quote unquote soft. I'm just saying you got to be a different type of maniac to be a football player. Look, and we some maniacs. Y'all not.
Look, Paul George, you are 6'7". Talking about he can go play wide receiver. How many 6'7" wide receivers you see in the NFL?
First of all, Jimmy Graham is 6'8", and he's absolutely irrelevant now. Ask Jimmy Graham how big.
But Jimmy Graham played tight end. I'm saying he talking about he gonna play wide receiver. You gonna get obliterated. You too tall.
Destroyed.
You're too tall. The body frames that you have to play football, you don't have it. It is entirely too hard for a dude. Put it like this. He said Russell Westbrook could go play safety and do what?
And get ran over.
He still got to come up and hit somebody. You do know that, right?
And that's the biggest thing for me, bro. I'm like, y'all realize y'all still have to tackle, right? And you sitting up there talking about, I'm going to play receiver. Bro, what happens when you get jammed at the line? That's what I'm saying. What's going to happen when you get jammed at the line? What's going to happen when you try to run that slant route and the linebacker drop to his zone and chuck your ass as soon as you try to come across the middle?
Look,
what you do?
I'm going to find the clips of Myles Garrett playing basketball.
When you do that, find T. Higgins, find Max Crosby, you can even find Vince Wilfork hooping back in the day. Don't act like we us as football players can't play the game of basketball and we're not skilled to the point where we can't just step on the court and ball.
Andre Rison.
Come on. Michael Irving, Deion Sanders. What are we talking about here? Chris Carter.
Charlie Ward. Donovan McNabb, Julius Peppers.
T.O.
These dudes, hold on, my dog is about to go nuts.
And I understand it, right? I get it, but I'm not going for it, bro. We're not doing this. That's not the thing. No, absolutely not. Y'all give me a second because I got to do this last little drop. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Mhm. So the amount of former football players, or put like this, Allen Iverson is on record saying he is a football player who played basketball. Okay, this is one of the greatest NBA players of all time. He's a football player. Okay, and we got Julius Peppers. For most people who don't know Julius Peppers also played for North Carolina basketball. Was a power forward, a small forward. Can't remember either one. Donovan McNabb was a point guard at Syracuse. Charlie Ward, point guard at Florida State. Ronald Curry played point guard at North Carolina. There are too many examples of football players who played basketball. Okay? They weren't basketball players who were playing football. So let's get that completely under wraps and understand the difference between the two. Now, I'm not saying there aren't basketball players who could come to the NFL and play. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there are more NFL players who could go to the NBA and play there. That's what I'm saying. We got too much evidence of it.
And it's really easy, bro, because like we've seen it. This is the reason why they tell NFL players not to play basketball in the offseason, right? Like they already know, because they already know NFL players they know their football players in general are known to be reckless, right?
Mhm.
Like it doesn't matter what happens, like we can take contact, we can take this, we can take that, and we're gonna try to bounce back from it. But like basketball players, bro, man, I've seen Bradley Beal sit up because of a hamstring. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like put like this. Y'all, they love to call, oh, you can't stop LeBron. Myles Garrett is LeBron. Like, he's the same type of dude. Like, we watch, like, did y'all forget that Nate Robinson played corner at the University of Washington? Like, the only reason why he went to the NBA was because they said he was entirely too short to play corner in the NFL. Charlie Ward was a Heisman Trophy. Didn't they win a national championship too? Quarterback at Florida State. Donovan McNabb, All-American in both basketball and football. Been there, done that. We've seen it. This is not new. Football players have been playing basketball their entire lives. This is nothing new. This was a fail on Paul George's part. Big fail. So he just, he was talking out his ass, and it's all good, because I think he had like a little clip where, I don't know if it was an NFL player or just somebody who played defensive back somewhere, where he like beat him on a route and caught a pass. I'm like, okay, that's cute. You're not doing that shit in real time with a real NFL DB and with some pads on. It's easy to do it with no pads on. Like, because we've seen NBA players and how they can take a little bit of contact in the paint and they fall down. Yeah, you ain't doing that getting hit by free safety, strong safeties, linebackers, and all that. It's totally not going to happen. So when Bullets get back, we're going to get into.
Hey, yeah, and one more thing before we end off this subject. Every single time this subject seems to come up or come about, a lot of basketball players get to voicing their loud ass, wrong ass opinions as to what football players do and what they go through and what sport is harder and all the stuff like that. And bro,
see, StreamYard said we can't allow him to go nuts on this shit again. But I'm gonna give him a couple seconds to jump back up in here, and then hold on.
Yeah, they kicked me out because they knew I was finna cook. But I
That's what I
had to
said.
get on camera. I had to get on camera to say this. Look, check this out. Running, I gotta be loud, okay? Running is not hard. Okay? For all you stupid ass basketball players that want to sit up there and argue with me till your motherfucking lungs inflate and tell me about how hard running is, because all y'all seem to think just because y'all fucking run a lot that basketball is harder than the game of football, when we're sitting here not only running, but we're running with 25 30 damn near extra fucking pounds.
No, and there's a collision on every play.
And we have to hit people on every single fucking play. And you can't sit up there and lay on the goddamn ground. Now you got to get your ass back up. You feel me? So I don't want to hear about this whole running shit, bro. Like, y'all gonna really start making me cook y'all about how soft y'all really be, bro. Because, like, basketball is a contact sport, but y'all sit up there and cry because somebody fucking touched you wrong. And you want to sit up there and cry to the refs and shit because somebody, like, come on, bro. Y'all flopping shit in y'all sport.
It used to be a contact sport. I don't know what to call it nowadays.
Like, flopping literally started in your sport. Like, sitting here faking that you got hit to sell a call started in that sport. It didn't start in football. You can't fake you got hit in football because if you get hit, you get hit.
You get hit.
Like, that shit started with y'all. Like, any football player can go out on a motherfucking court and act like they got hit and fall over. Like, that's easy as fuck, bro. Like, come on, dog. Paul George, stop talking. I ain't gonna lie to you. I rock with your podcast, G, but let's not do that, bro.
Yeah, like, what is Wembanyama gonna do on a football field?
Come on, bro. What's Chet Holmgren gonna do on a football field? Like, what are y'all really gonna do? You feel me? Like, and if there was ever a time where we can really sit up here and look at this crossover, bro, football players are gonna dominate. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. I'm not even trying to be biased. Football players are gonna dominate. Basketball players are gonna have a hard time fitting in. They're gonna have a hard time getting the concepts of route concepts and defensive concepts, formations, drops, coverages, bro. Let's not do this, bro. Let's not do this. Because I played both. Both.
No, we're gonna get to that right now, Andre. There was a couple things we wanted to get out the way first. Now we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes of this bullshit.
Yep.
Let's get to some more delusional comments that were made this week. And Absolutely. This one headed up by one Randy. I don't run nothing but a fly, Moss. When he said,
"Oh, you talking about Randy? I quit on my team, Moss."
Right. When he considered himself the greatest wide receiver of all time.
Interesting.
Now, I'm wearing this hat. You see this X? I was an X wide receiver. That's me. Okay. I'm not going to, and we've done our greatest, our top 5, top 10 wide receivers of all time. Yep. We all had Randy Moss at number 4.
Yep.
Okay.
That was consensus. Yep.
Consensus. He was number 4. Now, Randy Moss was a good wide receiver, great wide receiver, if you want to, in the context of what we're talking about. But there is nothing. There is not one thing, even though Randy Moss is considered the greatest deep threat in NFL history, but by the numbers, it's Deshaun Jackson. But we'll give it to Randy Moss. There is nothing, and I repeat, there is absolutely nothing on a football field at the position of wide receiver that Randy Moss does better than Jerry Rice. Nothing. He doesn't run better routes. He doesn't have better hands. He doesn't block better. There is nothing Randy Moss does. And this notion, oh, well, he's got a whole moniker, you got Moss. I don't give 2 shits about that. Not one. Okay? Jerry Rice was mossing motherfuckers before Moss was a thing. Jerry Rice ran a...
Do people forget where yak and rack came from?
Yeah, yards after catch, run after catch. All that was because of Jerry Rice.
That was because of Jerry fucking Rice, bro. Like, hold on, because Randy Moss got some goddamn nerves. Bro, first of all, the only thing that you probably do better than Jerry Rice is run faster. That's legitimately it. All right, and you played on 4 teams, and the most amazing thing I seen you do on my team when you sat up there and basically quit for a whole fucking season is catch the ball with your knees when you really didn't even want to fucking catch the ball. But to sit up here and proclaim yourself as the greatest wide receiver of all time when, one, you don't even have a Super Bowl MVP. Like, can you have a Super Bowl MVP, please? Can you not go quiet in a Super Bowl? Like, I'm just asking logical questions, bro, because 18-0, where was you at? Jerry Rice was there. He made his presence felt. Super Bowl MVP, 3 tugs, and went back out there and worked after while everybody else in the locker room celebrating. I'm just saying, your team 18-0. You're supposed to be that guy. You're supposed to be the GOAT. All I'm saying is GOATs take over in GOAT moments. And that was supposed to be a GOAT moment. 18-0, supposed to be the first NFL team to go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. And you were literally non-existent. So
let's go to that Super Bowl.
I'm just confused. I'm just confused. Like all you got to do is pull up, and for all the stat watchers out there, all you got to do is pull up Jerry Rice's numbers. Like literally, all you got to do is pull up his numbers. He outmasks Randy Moss, and it's not even close. It's really not even close. Like the numbers are not even fucking close, bro. Nobody compares themselves to Randy Moss and his numbers. They compare themselves to Jerry Rice and his numbers. Like. There's a reason why he's the greatest, because
Randy Moss,
come on, dog. You can't do all the stuff he
Bowl,
did, and he wasn't that fast in doing it.
Randy Moss had 5 catches for 62 yards and a touchdown in that Super
Bowl. That's crazy.
Julian Edelman,
in the Super Bowl?
In the Super Bowl. Wes Welker had 11 catches for 103.
That's crazy. Damn. So Wes Welker was the MVP of that team? So he was the best receiver on that team?
Listen, Randy Moss, and the one guy that keeps getting left out of this conversation, and it irritates my soul, is Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, every time. Every time.
Larry Fitzgerald is the second greatest wide receiver of all time. And that is not a debate. That is not an argument to have. He is the second greatest wide receiver to play the game of football.
And honestly, bro, no disrespect to T.O., it's really not close.
No, and T.O.'s
no
number 3.
Disrespect to T.O. T.O.'s number 3. It's not close. I understand. Trust me, I get it. I understand. We understand the beast that T.O. was, but Larry is number 2, and I promise you, it's not close.
It's not. And the problem I have with most of this, when people have these conversations, stop talking to me about talent. Talent does not make you unless we're talking strictly skill set, because everybody wants to say, oh, well, he's 6'4", 6'3", 230, runs a 4.3. That's cool. That doesn't make you a top 5, top 3, top something wide receiver. Your statistics dictate whether you are the greatest wide receiver or a top 5 wide receiver. This is why Calvin Johnson, I keep trying to tell people, this is why he cannot be in this conversation.
Since when does physique have anything to do with like, that's the thing, bro. Like, people can't equate physique to talent. Like, somebody can be as big as and athletic as shit, right? Like LeBron, 6'8", fucking 250, run a fucking 4.3, 4.4, whatever the case may be. But it can be fucking weak, bro. Like, we've literally seen many examples of this, bro. How many NBA busts have we seen, or NFL fucking freak of natures have we seen come into the NFL or college and literally bust out, bro?
Right, like
freak of nature. Look at athletic as shit, but they don't got a talent to sniff the goddamn. Like, come on, bro.
We're gonna talk talent.
Odell, at the end of the day, it's the only thing that matters.
It's the production. Odell Beckham is one of the most talented dudes we've ever seen step foot.
And to add a caveat, right, for all you peak argumenters, right, because everyone wants to argue peak, right?
No.
Production matters, right? And especially if you do it at your peak, but it's about how consistent you do it. So for all you Darrelle Revis fans sitting there talking about, oh, his peak was higher, bro, his peak lasted for at most. So his production was what? Up and down, and you can't. No, production matters. Consistency in that production matters.
But
so that's why when y'all argue peak, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, because even if you're going to say at Darrelle Revis' peak, his peak, the highest point he ever reached, Charles Woodson was still better.
Still better, because he still won the fucking Defensive Player of the Year award over him.
Right. Like, so this is why all of those things doesn't make sense to me. It's very weird. Like, Odell Beckham is one of the most talented people we've ever seen touch a fucking football field.
Literally.
Y'all do not have him in a top 5 wide receiver conversation because of his skill set and his talent.
Greatest catch
Why?
of all time.
Because of
Nobody-
his numbers. His numbers. Lamar Jackson is one of them. Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick are literally the most skillful, talented quarterbacks we have ever seen play football. Are you
Literally
calling
probably
either one of
two of the
them?
most dynamic quarterbacks we've ever seen.
Yeah, you're not calling either one of them the greatest or the top 5 quarterback conversation. That's not how that works, because you got to have the production to back it up.
Yep. Which is what people try to do now, bro. They try to anoint people before their career even takes off, bro. And I'm like, you can't do that. Why are you trying to anoint somebody as the greatest this or the greatest that or whatever the case may be before their career even gets started? Like, they haven't even done anything in their career, and y'all already anointing them. Oh, he's the greatest this and the greatest that. And like, come on, bro. Stop with that, dog. Let these players have their fucking career.
Aside from Randy Moss breaking Jerry Rice's touchdown record, what has Randy Moss done? Does he have a triple crown?
I couldn't tell you, dog. I couldn't tell you. Shit, I was gonna say because he ain't never won a triple crowns.
Like how we measure wide receivers, he doesn't have those things on his resume. Jerry Rice does.
I'll tell you somebody else who does. Steve Smith does.
Steve Smith does. I had that argument about him as well. He's a top 10 wide receiver, whether y'all want to like it or not.
Oh, absolutely. 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 Whether y'all want to accept it or not,
the numbers will tell you. The numbers will tell you that's what he is.
Numbers, production, consistency, the fact that he did it at his size, like, come on,
at 5'9", that's what he did. He's got more yards than Megatron. He's got more touchdowns than Megatron. He has a triple crown on his resume, which Megatron does not have.
Like, come on, bro. Like, and I get it, right? Honestly, no, I don't get it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, at some point in time, your football mind got to take over and be like, I was great. I'm not gonna deny I wasn't great, but to say I was on Jerry level is a different level. Like, and that's fine, bro. Like, you can sit up there and give yourself props, right, without trying to diminish somebody else or without trying to sit up here and lie for clickbait or clout, whatever the fuck case may be. Like, you don't gotta say all that, bro. No. Let's relax. Relax, bro. Relax. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, you were a great receiver, but to say you were on Jerry's level of all people, sir.
No.
Let's tone it down. Tone it down for a little bit.
There's too much tape of Randy Moss just doing absolutely nothing on the football
Absolutely
field.
nothing. Quitting.
No.
Quitting.
No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. No. Like,
whole bunch of tape and film.
And I get it. You was a one-trick pony, but your one trick was elite. I'm gonna give you that. It was elite.
It was fire. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Look, Randy Moss throw that hand up. It's over for you. Just so you know, it's over. It's over.
Man, and I respect that. I'm not even, you feel me? You got Moss. Yep, you're gonna get up there and jump over somebody, 6'4". Feel me? You run a 4.3. You can get up there and jump over somebody. You can outrun them. I respect all of that, bro. But we're not gonna sit up here and say that you're the GOAT over a master routician. Like,
right. Like, and your numbers are not even remotely close.
They're not even close, bro. And like, I would understand the argument, or I would understand the statement if your numbers were at least close, right? But you're not even in the Larry Fitzgerald category.
Nope.
So,
nope.
Like, I'm not listening to this, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, no, no.
And it's the notion, and people who are making these arguments that are like, oh well, look who he's bigger, faster. That's so what? So was Demaryius Thomas. So Demaryius Thomas is better than Jerry Rice?
Rest in peace.
I can make the argument Demaryius Thomas is better than Randy Moss.
I'm pretty sure I can too. Shit.
I can make an argument. Not saying I'm right about it, but I can make an argument.
Yeah, I can make an argument. Like, definitely make an argument. I can definitely sit up there and have you thinking like,
yeah,
you might fuck around, be right. Like,
I can make a really good argument he's better than Calvin Johnson. Definitely do that. That's easy.
Oh, that's I can definitely do that.
Like, but come on now. Like, just because someone is bigger, just because someone's faster, you have to have the production on the back end of all of these things. The production matters. In a game of football, the numbers matter entirely too much.
Numbers,
matter.
inches, like field position, space, like that shit. All that shit matters, bro. In the game of football, it's literally probably outside of fucking boxing and maybe tennis. It's probably one of the most technical sports ever.
Right. And then for people who are going to say, "Oh, well, everybody says Barry Sanders is the greatest running back of all time. He doesn't have." I said, but you have to understand, when Barry Sanders retired, he was the second leading rusher of all time.
Literally.
Like it, and it took Emmitt Smith 4 extra seasons to pass him.
Yeah, it took Emmitt Smith 4 extra seasons and a super young, restouted O-line to pass Barry Sanders, who didn't have a sniff or a strut of an O-line his whole career.
Yeah.
And started in the backfield every single time. And I'm not just saying like he started in the backfield as in running back terms. No. I'm saying after he got the fucking ball, he literally started in the backfield after touching the line of scrimmage because his line would literally sit up there and stand up like, all right, Barry, go ahead, do what you do.
Yeah. And on top, and Barry Sanders has the second highest yards per game behind, is it Jim Brown? Jim Brown. Behind Jim Brown all time. Like, the numbers will also tell you Barry Sanders was better. Even though he may not have the longevity thing.
And
Barry Sanders played for 9 seasons. 9. Emmett played for what? 14? Some bullshit like that? Like, look, those things, like, those two things are totally different. Totally different.
The numbers and the film. I want everybody to hear me when I say that. The numbers and the film. Because a lot of people are sitting here, are box score watchers, and only sit up here and look at the numbers and not go actually watch the game or watch the film.
I hate you people who do that, just so y'all know.
So do I, okay? Because y'all get on my fucking nerves, all right? Y'all are taken away from the game. Go watch the game, okay? Because the game says more than numbers. And everybody want to sit up here and say numbers can't lie, numbers don't lie. Yes, they do.
You want to know how I know numbers? Look, okay, we're going to get to, okay, here we go. Perfect trend. This is why.
Yeah, let's get into it.
This is my brother. This is why we do what we do. Let's get to Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson has been benched. Talking about he's going to be cut in March. And this is bullshit. The Denver Broncos, y'all are assholes. And
they're giving him the Derek Carr treatment.
I've been saying this, and I've noticed. I'm gonna blow your mind with something in a minute. I'm gonna blow your mind. We've been talking about how everybody's been treating Russ this entire season, and I was never on the Russ hate train. That wasn't me. I was always saying, look, there are way more things at play here this season, not last season, this season, that are wrong with the Denver Broncos, and it has nothing to do with Russell Wilson.
Absolutely, okay? That's factual too.
The defense was not showing up the first 7 games of the season.
Top 10 ranked defense preseason, and they ended up by week 7. They were literally the worst defensive. They were the worst defense in NFL history at that time.
Yes, and the wide receiving core, whether there was people hurt or people underperforming, that's their problem. Like, that's not a Russ problem, because y'all are giving Patrick Mahomes a pass for his season because he got young receivers. Receivers are dropping passes. Russ was going through the same drama. With bigger names. Jerry Jeudy has not showed up. Okay.
That's why he was the second, third receiver taken off the board?
Yeah.
This year?
So,
okay. Just making sure.
So to put all of this blame on Russell Wilson is completely unfair. And Sean Payton, I don't know where and how Sean Payton, Micah B, I know that's your guy, but I'm about to chew his ass up. he came in with an arrogance that I don't think he earned.
He did not.
My personal opinion. He came in with the attitude like as if he was a Bill Belichick or a Bill Parcells or a Bill Ward. If your name, he came in like his name was Bill. His name ain't
Honestly,
Bill.
your name ain't Bill, okay? Your name is Sean.
Okay. So, and then to do the things that he did, and Ryan Clark pointed out a lot of these. Shout out to Ryan Clark and Pivot Podcast and all the dope stuff that they're doing. You don't treat a quarterback of his stature, of Russell Wilson's stature, the way Sean Payton was treating Russell Wilson. And if there's something, I'm gonna take it to a place I hate taking it. I hate taking the race route. I really do. But we only see black quarterbacks get this type of treatment. The treatment that Lamar Jackson gets, the treatment that Russell Wilson was getting. Like the Deshaun Watson,
Jalen Hurts, Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor, Jalen Hurts, Deshaun Watson. Like
Cam Newton, Colin Kaepernick.
Cam Newton. Fuck Colin Kaepernick. He brought that shit on himself.
I'm not talking about.
I know what you mean. I'm just messing.
You feel me? Even when he was playing, like every single fucking black quarterback, Vince Young, you can go down the line, bro. Randall Cunningham, bro. They said it about every single fucking one, and all these dickheads will sit up there. Oh, why y'all got to bring race into it? Well, why do these motherfuckers sit up there and talk about Deshaun Watson and Cam Newton like they are fucking big ass running backs, but don't say the same. Don't hold the same energy for Josh Allen.
Right.
Why did everybody talk about Dak Prescott leading the league in interceptions, but ain't nobody said shit about Patrick Mahomes being number 2?
Yeah, and it's like they don't like what Mac Jones is doing in New England was way worse than what Russell Wilson was doing in Denver.
I'll throw this out there, bro. Mac Jones had a worse career or had a worse season than Derek Carr in 2021 and made a Pro Bowl.
Mac Jones got benched twice this season.
Yep. Mac Jones got benched twice this season. Mind you, like I said, he had a worse season than Derek Carr in 2021 and made the Pro Bowl over Derek Carr. Continue.
Yep. And to say that Russell Wilson was the problem is absolutely ridiculous because if you put Russell Wilson's numbers side by side with your quote unquote leading MVP candidate, and this is no shot at Lamar Jackson. This is not a shot at Lamar. All I'm saying is you're saying that one guy is the clear-cut MVP and another dude is getting benched because he didn't play well.
Which, honestly, you can't even say that he didn't play well because Sean Payton's been coaching horribly. But
right.
To talk about the numbers, though, bro, because since, like, I don't know if you got a chance to watch that video that I sent before we went live. But, everybody wants to, get hung up on the numbers. And like you said, you can put the numbers right next to Lamar Jackson and you can obviously see, like, oh, right, well, Russ obviously has been cooking somewhat, right? Like, he ain't been in the kitchen burning shit.
But
man been
I
in there.
ask you,
He's been chefing.
But what's the difference what's the difference between those two teams? One has Lamar Jackson. He has the number 1 rated defense in the NFL.
Yep.
The other one does not have the number 1. The other one does not have a top 20 defense.
Nope.
Like, that's the difference here. Like, and this is no shot. Like I said, this is not a thing. Lamar is doing what Lamar is supposed to do. But Russ is doing what he is supposed to do too.
But this is the thing. I think the biggest factor is, right, and this is outside of even defense, right? The biggest factor, at least for me, is you got a coach that actually fucking believes in you. Like, how many times has Harbaugh sat there and sat back and put the game in Lamar's hands and gave him the decision, like, all right, do what you do. You feel me? Yeah. Like, so many times we've seen these coaches get jobs and have that guy there, whatever guy that may be, and that guy may not even be fucking playing bad. But there are coaches that will literally sit up there and call a weak-ass game plan or call a weak-ass game to make the quarterback look bad because at the end of the day, they know that the quarterback is going to take all the fucking heat. They're going to make the quarterback look bad. Sean Payton with Russell Wilson, Josh McDaniels with Derek Carr, every single goddamn coach that came in with the Eagles before Jalen Hurts and Dougie P got that. Like, bro, like, they do this shit. They literally, and it really doesn't matter what race you are, right? But they do it more to black quarterbacks, especially in the media sense. But a lot of these coaches will come in and specifically sabotage whatever quarterback is there in order to save their job. But now, oh yeah, this guy played bad. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at the production. Look at the production. But not admit to the fact that they're putting him in horrible fucking spots, right? And it's crazy because if you don't believe me, they try to do the same fucking thing to Tom Brady, which is why he left and went to the damn Buccaneers, because he said they have weapons here and they have a good defense here. The Patriots ain't give me that. The Patriots are not giving me that right now. This is before Jonnu Smith. This is before Jabril Peppers. This is before the Kyle Duggars. He didn't have none of these guys. He didn't have Gronk. He didn't have Mike Evans. He didn't have Chris Godwin. He said, bro, and he literally was telling people, bro, I'm taking pay cuts for a reason. Get me some help. Either side, both sides, I don't care. Because half my team sat out due to COVID. Half my team don't even want to fucking come back and play because of COVID. And now I got a whole bunch of young guys who nobody fucking knows. So give me some help. And what did they do?
Because my thing is this.
Tom, you fell off the cliff. You fell off the cliff. You might as well go ahead and retire. And he said, all right, bet. I'm going to go to the Bucks. I'm going to win another fucking Super Bowl on your ass.
Because my thing is this. Because there's a report out that says that they asked Russ a month and a half ago to take less money, restructure his contract, or they was going to sit him. Now, mind you, this is over the time that they were on a 6-7 game win streak.
Yep.
Now, my thing is this. You offered that man that money 2 years ago. Why does he have to now restructure his? Because for people saying he's not living up or playing up to the contract, Russell Wilson is a top 10 quarterback right now.
I mean, honestly, if you can name me 10, and it's the thing, right? Like, yesterday I got into this whole thing about Russ with this dude because he was talking about Russ and the Raiders and Russ was coming to the Raiders. I'm like, bro, first of all, the Raiders and Russ don't mix. I'm sorry, Raiders and Russell Wilson don't mix. Y'all can't sit up there and complain about a praying fucking quarterback and ask for another one. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Okay, the Raiders need a specific type of quarterback, and Russ isn't it. All right, but like, if as far as at this present time and moment where you got a lot of fucking starting quarterbacks hurt, bro, you can't name me 10 quarterbacks that are better than Russell Wilson right now.
No, even look, he's been playing. The numbers will tell you this is what he is. This is what he is, and he's doing this. And like I said, Jerry Jeudy is not what he was projected to be.
Very true.
Okay, Javonte Williams just came back from injury.
Yep.
So and Cortland Sutton just came back from injury.
Yep.
So what, honestly, realistically, what was he supposed to do? Because you see what, like I said, you see what Patrick Mahomes is doing with a bunch of young wide receivers, and y'all bitching and moaning about that. Why isn't nobody bitching and moaning about what's happening in Denver?
You see, and this is the thing about it, bro. A lot of people will forget that when Russ won that Super Bowl, because everybody is supposed to think that, oh, well, he's on a new team. He's supposed to just take this team to the promised land like he did the Seahawks. And, bro, do y'all not understand all the factors that went into that Seahawks team? Doug Baldwin, like Marshawn Lynch. They had Michael Robinson, Cam Chancellor, Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, like the fresh new Legion of Boom, like really great young linebackers. Really great. Yeah, Jerron Kearse. Really great young D-line, fast, hungry D-line. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? They had one of the best O-lines in the goddamn league at that time. Like, come on, bro.
Wasn't the Legion of Boom a top 5 defense?
It was the best defense, and it's still considered one of the best defenses in NFL history.
Right. Like, I just want, like, you got to understand, like, there's two sides to this coin. And Russ and I don't know, maybe I was wrong. Was it the offense that gave up the 70 points this season?
I thought I seen the defense out there, bro.
Okay, I'm just saying. I just want to know if it was Russ and the offense that gave up 70 points this
year. Yeah, to me, from what it was a defense that has some really, really, really big names on it. Justin Simmons, Pat Surtain. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but I don't know, bro. Maybe we just on here tripping. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe we're crazy.
Maybe just maybe. Like, come on now. Like, and my landing spot, the perfect spot the perfect spot. This is Melvin speaking as a fan. I want Russ to go to the Commanders.
Honestly, he should. Him and Eric Bieniemy would make absolute magic.
And look, basically, Russ is a politician. That is the perfect spot for him.
Basically.
Like, that would be perfect. He can end his career in Washington, and if everything shifts and moves and shapes itself properly, he can win him one more Super Bowl before he gets out of town. With that team, with Eric Bieniemy, with those young wide receivers, the stuff that Russ can do, to me, that can work for Washington, because Washington is in win now mode, and if Magic has his way, Russell Wilson is the type of guy that works very well with Matt. Their personalities will mesh. They'll work.
Well, when you just look at the offense and the defense, even though I know they traded away a lot of key pieces, but when you look at the offense and everything they have going, it's literally a match made in heaven, bro. Like
I like it.
with as prolific as the offense was, and Sam Howell, and you look at his numbers,
And
you
put
get Russ in there. Yeah, it's that much better.
Yeah. So, you ready for me to blow your mind right now?
Blow it. Pause.
Okay. Because remember we was talking about Derek Carr, right? And what happened to Derek Carr, what happened, and what's happening to Russ right now?
Yep.
Who is the backup quarterback in both those situations?
Sir Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah. So if you are a starting quarterback and Jarrett Stidham is your backup, you getting cut. That's all I'm telling you. It's gonna happen. That's just what it is. Clearly, there's a pattern. Wherever Jarrett Stidham goes, destruction follows for starting quarterback.
I think wherever Jarrett Stidham goes, he just kind of gives the starting coach that look like, hey, you know what to do, bro. Come week 15.
Look, I gotta get a contract next year, nigga. So I need some tape. Where we gonna go now? Speaking of, give me some goddamn tape. Let's go with this my portion of the show. Give me my damn respect. So there's a couple people that this season I think they deserve their damn respect. I'm gonna start off hometown because I'm in Vegas right now. So I'm gonna start off with Vegas in general. We're gonna start off with Antonio Pierce. What he has done since he has taken over the Las Vegas Raiders requires his damn respect. They are in a place right now. If they win out, and I think if the Chiefs lose one of their last remaining games or both games, that the Raiders can still win the division.
Oh yeah, baby.
And that's crazy considering what happened when Josh McDaniels left and where the team was. And I had a conversation with my cousin and I was talking about it, and I was like, look, should the Raiders sneak in and like win the division? This is my hypothetical brain going crazy right now. They're going to host a playoff game because they won the division. There is no clear-cut, scary team in the AFC outside of the Baltimore Ravens that anybody should be really scared about. So the Raiders could actually make a run. Now, this is my cynical brain happening here. The Raiders host a home game. Let's say they win it. Then they go on the road for 2 more games. They win those 2 games. The Super Bowl is here in Vegas. Theoretically, it's another home game for the Raiders. The city would go nuts. I would go absolutely insane should that happen. And I only want it because I just need some more nails, into the coffin so that Antonio Pierce can land this job next season moving forward. Because I do think they have a good chance at getting Jaden Daniels to be the quarterback next season. And I think Jaden Daniels and a couple pieces here or there with this Raider team, with that defense, the way that it's playing currently right now, if they can carry all of this momentum over into next season, the Raiders are going to be a problem. The Raiders can look like they can.
Well, I'm
Mhm.
glad. I'm glad you talking about your fraternal twin over there. You know what I'm saying? But it's just to speak on a point that you made earlier, right? There's the turnaround, right? Honestly, the turnaround doesn't surprise me, bro, because I knew Josh McDaniel was a bad coach, right?
Right. Well,
Like
well,
when you understand the game of football and you understand what he was doing, right? Having Derek Carr not changing players at the line, knowing that is what he's comfortable to do, cutting all of our fucking or cutting or trading away all of our good defensive players and bring in his guys, like giving Chandler Jones and Jimmy G these hefty ass contracts, knowing damn well that they're not even going to be sustainable in the program. Like it's just a lot,
I
bro.
wonder if
But when you,
Chandler Jones leaves if Antonio Pierce was the head coach.
that's a good question. That's a good ass question.
I would want.
But
I really would want to know what the answer to that question was.
But it's just when you have somebody that is, and this is the reason why I say it. This is why I keep saying it, right? When you that's Raider mentality, bro. Like that has a Raider mentality, that has
He's a
that
Raider to his heart. Like that's
you know what I'm saying? Like is born and raised a true Raider, bro, and understands the culture, understands the energy, understands the drive, the grind that the Raiders come with, and that the Raiders need to step on the field with, right? Like that's different than just having somebody going out there, and you see it in the locker room, right? Like he in his post game speeches, like Josh McDaniels will literally sit up there, hey, we won, right? Hey, we won, but you got AP out there, like, hey, like what did I tell you I was gonna do? This,
look,
that, and what did we fucking do? This,
look.
that, and that,
The
and
motherfucker came out in Kansas City to Air Force One.
come on, bro.
Like, if that
Like,
don't scream Raider shit, I don't know what does.
and the most Raider move ever, bro. He rocks black Air Forces every game.
Mm-hmm.
So you know he's about business, bro. I ain't never known somebody to rock black Air Forces every game and not be about that action.
And
So
not
it's
stand
just
on business.
you feel me? Standing on business, standing on turf, bro. It's just a different mode, bro. It's a different mentality. It's a different feel. It's a different wave. You feel me? So when you assess that, you have to take that into accountability. Like I understand he had the first loss to the Chiefs and he had the loss to the Dolphins, but those aren't bad losses. Like we've seen with Josh McDaniels, it's different. The team is around him, right?
The
Like you've
team
seen a lot of
feels
guys.
different.
You're right. You've seen a lot of guys that were thinking about leaving or wanted to be on the way out or whatever the case may be, like now they want to be a part of this team. Now they want to play and now they want to be a part of something that they know they can possibly build on. And that's the biggest thing. That's what Mark Davis needs to focus on when he makes his decision this offseason.
Yeah. And if he learned anything, if the reports are true that he feels bad that he should have kept the special teams coach, got his name, Dave Bisciotti, the team is performing the exact same way. So don't make the same mistake. Keep Antonio Pierce, build on what we have now, and let's press forward to next season. Let's do it. Give that man a chance to build this back into the Raiders that the league knows. Because I think this defense, they can have a top 5 defense with these guys. You know, and a couple pieces thrown in here and there, you know, but this defense is nasty. They're opportunistic. They play fast. They play hard. Like this, and they take on Antonio Pierce's mentality. He's a linebacker. So the defense plays like that. And then you get a guy in here. I think Jaden Daniels is the guy. I like how he plays. You get a guy like him in with Devontae. Maybe I don't know what Miami, how much money they're willing to pay a guy like Jalen Waddle. But if you can get a dude to take the top off the defense like a Jalen Waddle, I'd go do it.
I mean, with the talent that you have that are becoming not only free agents, right? But with the quarterback talent that's coming into the league this year, I mean, they got a lot of decisions to make, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to be, easy decisions, but I understand that there's going to be some people that necessarily leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot to build on, and there's a lot to look forward to.
I'll tell you what I would do. If the Chargers were willing to do it, I'd package up some picks and send them shits over for Justin Herbert because they're going to be in full rebuild.
Oh, absolutely. No, they're going to be in complete rebuild mode.
And I would see what they're willing to take for Justin Herbert.
But do you know? Okay, look. Do you know what I've been seeing? And maybe everybody's been seeing this too. But do you know what I've been seeing?
What?
Do you know what I have been seeing? And it's been picking up traction, bro. So much traction that these two players are even starting to interact with each other. Dog, it's damn near crazy. A lot of people are speculating. I'm going to say speculating, right? There are rumors swirling that the Raiders will pursue Justin Fields in the offseason, right? Now, the reason why that's interesting is because
I don't
Zamir
not
White,
like it.
It kind of depends. Like
I mean,
like
I
it,
don't
but
not
like it.
I don't not like it.
I like it, but I'm skeptical only because
I just want to know who's gonna run the offense.
And that's it. I just need to know we have a competent offensive coordinator to put Justin in the right position to win. But it's interesting though, because and this is the reason why I say it's picking up a lot of traction is because Zamir White. Yes. Him and remember him and Justin were teammates at Georgia before Justin ultimately transferred.
Right.
But they've been kind of interacting, kind of going back and forth, man. I don't know if this has any validity. I'm not saying it is this done deal or anything. I'm just saying that's very interesting that we got these guys that played together, and that recruiting pitch is starting to pick up.
If you tell me that the Raiders can add Justin Fields and a couple other pieces, I'm not even gonna hold you. That can get ugly.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. If y'all ain't gonna appreciate it, you might as well just go and let them slide our way.
Because think about it, if the Bears are trying to get a Caleb Williams or get or Drake May or whoever it may be, they're gonna have to get rid of Justin Fields.
Very true.
And the thing about it is, he's gonna come cheap because the Raiders wouldn't have to pay him the astronomical amount of money for being in his fourth season. What year is he in? Year 4.
Yeah, I think he's in year 4 right now. So yeah,
right.
We wouldn't have to pay him like a shit ton of fucking money.
Right. So he would still come pretty cheap for a guy who he is and where he was drafted. So which means you can still get you some other pieces to throw around on that Raider offense. Hopefully we can keep Josh Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you telling me the offense, the linchpins of that offense will be Michael Mayer, Justin Fields, Josh Jacobs, and Devontae. Yeah.
And possibly another young receiver.
And we can keep Hunter Renfrow. Get rid of all
Come on, man.
I like that offense. I like that.
I'm not even, and honestly, I know I was opposed to the whole Jacoby Myers thing, but he gives us a different kind of dynamic to the offense. I get it. He takes away touches from Hunter, yeah, but I think they can work together.
I just think, with less money, he's just like a poor man's version of Devontae Adams.
I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. Like that was the main thing, bro. For me, honestly, right? Like, scrap the football mind that Josh McDaniels isn't. It was the money that he was throwing to these people, like him and the GM. I'm like, bro, who the fuck are we? And that's the reason why I was so adamant on like, who are we gonna sign on defense, bro? Because my guy, y'all just throwing fucking money around like we just got it like that, bro. Like, nah, what y'all doing?
There's a dude that I think that would help out. Like, if they can get rid of Jacoby Myers, and there's a guy who played on the Patriots that I think can come in and help these dudes out very fast. And there's another dude that Antonio Pierce coached at Arizona State, and I thought he was going to be a ball, and I thought he was going to be nasty when he came to the league, is N'Keal Harry. Like, I still believe N'Keal Harry can be a very good wide receiver in the NFL. I don't know what happened with the Patriots. I don't know.
I mean, as do I. And this is what I think happened with the Patriots. The Patriots just don't develop receivers well. I'm not even going to fucking lie to you. All the receivers that they've ever really brought in, they kind of shipped out as quick as they brought them in. And I think that's ultimately their fault. I'm not gonna lie. I think he still has the potential to be a really good receiver. They just didn't use him right. They tried to use him in other ass formations and just horrible situations when he's 6 everything, 200 something pounds, and can jump out the fucking bro. Throw him a jump ball in the fucking red zone.
Yeah,
Throw him 3, and then run the ball.
He was one of my favorite receivers coming out in that draft. I thought he was going to be way better. And like I said, it could have just been system, and all that other stuff.
Which
But
I think it was. I don't think he went to the right system.
I think if Antonio Pierce gets his job, I think that would be one of the guys that I would look into because he's going to come cheap. He's going to come cheap.
Yep. Yeah. You feel me? Build around, get weapons, right? There shouldn't be a lack of weapons, right? Like you want to have a whole bunch of people you can call on, like, hey, yep, we're gonna go with you this week. We're gonna go to this play. Like there has to be some kind of consistency to where it's like, all right, bet, bow. Everybody's gonna eat, So and I'm not too pressed about the offense this season because it's been all over the fucking place. And they really don't have, I guess, their true quarterback that they really want to work with. We like Aiden O'Connell, but we understand that there's going to be some tightening up.
He's a good backup. He's
going to be a really solid backup.
Yeah, and there's no disrespect to Aiden O'Connell. It's really not.
Yeah, not at all. He's just one of those guys that can come in and truly manage a game, not make any mistakes, and he's going to win you the game. And you don't have to worry about him going out there and doing some dumb shit and losing you the game when you're up or whatever the case may be. But as far as a true starting, somebody who can command the troops, but at the same time make plays on the field, right? That's going to come in the draft. Honestly, that's from what I think.
That's either that or, like I said, if the Justin Fields shit is real. There you go.
I hope so. I ain't even gonna lie to you because I think that if we can get even with Justin Fields and we keep Antonio Pierce, because I think honestly the defense is thriving because of him, right?
Yeah.
I understand that the offense may take a slouch, but that's why you go in and you get an offensive guy, an offensive mind to run that offense. You never got to fucking worry about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the defense is thriving because of Antonio Pierce because he's like, hey, yo, look, I was a defensive guy. You feel me? Y'all got one of the best defenders in the league on y'all fucking squad, bro. Like, let's feed off this guy's energy. Let's make sure we know, or let's make sure he knows that we got his back ultimately, bro. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I think you keep AP, whether you want to keep him as a head coach, and we just start to transition more to a defensive team, and we get defensive players.
He's got to be the head coach.
I just feel like he has to. And you go out and you get a good offensive coordinator, a really smart offensive coordinator, a true offensive mind that can work with the young quarterback, that can work with some young guys, that can work with some vets, and y'all make it do what the fuck it do, man. Like building a team isn't hard because we just told y'all how to do it on from the sideline, inside the huddle.
Yeah.
So
it's just you gotta pay attention. The next person on the give me my goddamn respect is the guy we talked about. Some of y'all don't believe he's a Hall of Famer. I believe he's a Hall of Famer. I'm pretty sure Moolish thinks he is too. Because this man's resume as a quarterback is pretty impeccable. I am talking about one gunslinger, Matthew Stafford. I'm gonna give you 3 things. And the common denominator in this will be Matthew Stafford. Megatron, everybody loves Megatron, but his amazing season when he broke Jerry Rice's record, Matthew Stafford was his quarterback. The most prolific Triple Crown season by a wide receiver, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford was the quarterback. Puka Nacua is about to break the rookie record for receiving yards. I think he's 112 yards away, something like that, over these next 2 games. Matthew Stafford's his quarterback. Like, I know y'all like to say, oh, well, he's not this, but when some of the record books that hold wide receivers in their name in the category, Matthew Stafford's going to be the quarterback at some of these records. So give him the respect that he deserves, the respect that he's earned, because y'all love Patrick Mahomes and, oh, look at the arm angle stuff that he does. Matthew Stafford was doing that in Detroit before Patrick Mahomes got in the league. when he won his Super Bowl, y'all wanted to give Sean McVay all the credit. No credit went to Matthew Stafford.
People forget he was playing on a hurt ankle that Super Bowl too.
Like Matthew Stafford this season, when there was no Cooper Kupp, he turned Puka Nacua into a household name. Not to say that Puka Nacua isn't a good wide receiver. What I'm saying is nobody else was going to do with Puka Nacua what Matthew Stafford is doing. Because I want people to understand the difference. While y'all are bitching and moaning that the young receivers in Kansas City are dropping passes and doing doofy shit, you know the young receiver in LA is breaking records.
Both of the young receivers in LA have been having stellar seasons this year.
Like, and Tutu Atwell. I'm gonna throw Tutu Atwell in there as well. Like, sometimes, like, stop. Like, all you gotta do is just watch the game. Stop listening to big head media and them telling you, "Oh, Matthew Stafford's just a guy," and anybody in that Rams offense would have done it. No, they wouldn't have. No, they wouldn't have, because Jared Goff was there, and it didn't look like this. The same way Brock Purdy, they don't want to give Brock Purdy credit for the things that he's doing with the 49ers. There were 3 other quarterbacks that were there before him. They didn't do what he's doing. Like, just give those dudes the credit that they deserve. That's it. It doesn't have, look.
And honestly, since you said Jared Goff, shit, I feel like you gotta give Jared Goff his credit too, because there's a lot of people that are trying to write him off because Sean McVay essentially shipped him out for Matthew Stafford.
It's funny that you said that, only because I had to play devil's advocate today on the exact person that you're talking about. Because they'll tell you Brock Purdy's only good because he's got Christian McCaffrey and Debo and George Kittle and that defense. But in Detroit, Jared Goff has that defense and Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs and Laporta and all of. He's got the same thing. But y'all want to give Jared Goff the credit for making Detroit good. You see how crazy that is? But how about we just say, if you build the team correctly, the team is just going to win.
They're going to be a good team. Like, and like with Matthew Stafford and the Rams, y'all got to understand where they started off at. Like, everybody thought this team was dead in the water. Like, legitimately, no playoff chances. No. Everybody was just projecting them was projecting them to have a top 10 fucking pick, bro. Like, everybody was calling. There was people calling for Sean McVay's job. Oh, Aaron Donald's gonna leave. He's gonna get traded by the trade deadline. So is Cooper Kupp. This team is over. They're gonna blow it up. They're gonna rebuild. The Rams are gonna rebuild. Remember, fuck them picks. Fuck them picks. That's all I heard.
Yep.
Where they at now?
They said Sean McVay just to sign with ABC or go on TV and just that.
Yep. Just go to TV, bro. You're done. You proved your point, right? Cooper Kupp, you proved your point. You might as well go ahead and retire, go to another team. You know, Aaron Donald, go to another team, retire, bro. This is what all they were saying. What happened to the Rams? Oh, remember fuck them picks. Remember the shirt. Bro, where are they at now? Because I could have sworn they finna damn to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
and quiet as kept, they're not going to be an easy out in the playoffs.
Definitely not. So definitely, Matthew Stafford deserves his damn respect. Is there one more on this list?
You want to add someone?
Oh, absolutely.
Go ahead.
You fucking right. You motherfucking right. I want to add some goddamn body. Everybody, I want y'all to sit down there, okay, and go ahead and get a nice little slice, all right? Get a nice little slice, nice little corner slice of some humble pie, all right? And I want you to take that humble pie.
Oh, I'll add another one, but it's probably who you're talking about, but go ahead.
Yeah, you probably already know. I want you to take some of that humble pie, a nice little slice of it, heat it up a little bit, throw some ice cream on there, make it a la mode, take it down to Tampa Bay, and give it to Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I forgot. See, I talk so much about Baker, I feel like he gets his credit, but the media don't want to give him his credit.
Man, I ain't heard not a damn thing about my boy, Shakem Baker, okay? My boy been out there Baker's manning, and I ain't heard shit. Y'all better stop fucking playing like Baker ain't out there balling his goddamn ass off whenever y'all when all y'all decided to fucking write him off. Literally,
100%.
the last quarterback to take the goddamn Browns to the playoffs.
Baker.
Just these niggas are so happy about going to the playoffs. The last quarterback to do it
Baker.
is a nigga who's finna take the motherfucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the playoffs in his first true year.
And I told Troy before, because Troy was talking hella shit. Oh, Baker's ass, and this gonna be the year that Mike Evans doesn't get 1,000 yards and Baker will be the. That is not the case. It's not the case. Not. Look, and I kept trying to tell, like, look, Baker. I have always, and I never said Baker was the greatest quarterback. I said he is better than what people are trying to put him out at.
I always believed Baker was a baller, and I do not care.
And I like how he plays. I like a competitive, cocky quarterback. That's just me.
Me too. I don't care.
Like that.
Call it cocky if you want. I call it fucking confidence because he know he out there beating your ass and ain't shit y'all can do about it.
Yeah, like I just like that. I like the dude. I like the quarterback because the thing about quarterback is you have to back it up. You just can't be out there talking shit and not back it up. Like, but Baker, he backs his shit up, and I like that. And and his teammates love it. So
yeah,
why
everybody want to sit
like
up there and talk about the progressive commercials and the Hulu commercials and all. Baker, you got more commercials than you got touchdowns. Yeah, Stephen A. I remember that shit. You ain't y'all. You real quiet now. Niggas is real quiet. That's all I want. That's all I want, man. I just want the same energy, dog. Where are you niggas at?
Yeah, that's all I want.
The apology should be as loud as the disrespect. Where the fuck are y'all at? Because I ain't heard not a damn body talk about fucking Baker Mayfield and what he's doing with the fucking Buccaneers right now in his first season with the Bucs, bro. Yeah. We've seen quarterbacks better than Baker, quote unquote, go to better teams and struggle their first fucking season. Oh, they got to get it together. You know, the offense takes some time to click. Baker said, nah, fuck that. I got this.
I got it.
Mike Evans, you need a band? Bet. We got you. We can get you a band. Chris Godwin, you coming back from injury? Bet. We got you. We can get you back. Ronald Jones, you got suspended? Don't even worry about it, my guy. We can get you involved. What is he not doing?
Like,
using his legs, giving up his body. Like, I'm just saying, dog.
We've seen this dude. We know what we know. We saw him go to the Rams, and in 24 hours, of course, it was the Raiders, though. But hey, it is what it is. But he won a game on a 98-yard drive. Didn't know the playbook. Didn't know nothing. So you gave him a whole offseason to learn Tampa Bay's playbook. Do what he got to do. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better.
And I remember all them fucking videos y'all was dropping in the goddamn offseason talking about, oh, look at Baker. Once Baker, always Baker. Oh, my God. Look, he can't throw this and this and that. Oh, that shoulder must not be right yet. Yeah, I remember all that shit. Yeah, look, man.
I posted it myself. And I posted it, and I said, look, I'm probably still the last Baker Mayfield fan left. I guess I'm not.
Keep all of that shit. I want everybody to come out and be like, Baker, we are sorry. Because look at what that man doing right now. With the fucking... Never mind. You know what? We can continue.
Yeah. So, those three guys deserve their respect this season. They earned it. Get to these picks. Scores. So there is no Thursday game next week.
Yeah, no Thursday game next week.
Okay. So we'll rock off with tomorrow's game. Standalone game tomorrow. Standalone game.
Mm-hmm.
This the blue and silver game. Lions Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Lions. I ain't even going. Well, no. Let me hold
I'm
on.
taking the Lions in this as well. Because
I'm gonna go to the Lions. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions.
I'm gonna go with the Lions. The Cowboys. This is what they do. This is what they do. They fall apart, and I need them to fall apart just so I can talk hella shit to Cowboy fans.
Honestly, I respect that, and I feel it, and honestly, I love it. So, yep, Lions it is.
Yeah. So I'm taking the Lions in this game. And this is a standalone game on Sunday, too. Oh, it might get ugly, too. It might get ugly. Well, it's at home, too. You know the Cowboys play good at home, so the possibility. But I'm still taking the Lions. I'm going to give a shit.
Yep.
But this game, this game. I don't know why this is an early game on fucking Sunday. Makes no sense to me. Ravens, Dolphins.
Yeah, I don't understand why they've been doing that lately. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. The NFL been pissing me off with that because y'all did that last week with the fucking with the Niners or y'all did that the week before with some fucking team that wasn't supposed to be. The goddamn Broncos and the Patriots played on goddamn Sunday night, and I know damn well they wasn't supposed to play. Yeah, no, Eagles fucking Niners. I remember that shit.
Because that was
supposed to be Sunday night fucking
football. That was the 5 o'clock game, right? That was the 5
yeah,
o'clock game.
I was so mad. And then on Christmas, y'all gonna make everybody, when I say everybody, I mean us Raider fans, get up at goddamn 9:50 in the goddamn morning to turn on this fucking Raider game to watch us beat the dog shit out of the goddamn Kansas City Chiefs. What the fuck? Y'all know damn well that should have been a night game.
I would have put it in a night game.
Play with me, dog.
I would have made it a night game. Me personally.
And y'all know that should have been a damn night game.
This game, I'm gonna go against the grain. On this. I'm gonna take the Dolphins. And the reason I'm gonna take the Dolphins, I've been watching a little bit. I didn't know they were doing Hard Knocks during the season with the Dolphins. So I just caught wind of that. So I've been watching it. Mike McDaniel's a fucking genius. He reminds me a lot of me as an offensive coordinator, how I like to call plays and shit, and how I talk to my players. Like he's very what you want to do, what you see, and I like that in a coach. I do.
Well,
I love that.
I've always loved that in the coach too. Like that's the reason why I love watching Hard Knocks this season. But I've always loved that in the coach. My coaches from high school to college have always came back. All right, what y'all seeing? What y'all want to do? Oh, right. You think that's gonna work? All right, bet, let's get it. Yeah, let's run it. Let's run it. You like what y'all want to do? Y'all want to run the twist? All right, bet, let's do that.
Yeah, because sometimes you gotta go away from the call sheet and play in the dirt.
Yeah, you gotta understand what your players are seeing because they might see something different that might have popped up on film. All right, yeah, bet. No, let's run with that then. Oh yeah, let's run with that. Yeah, no, we gonna run with that for sure.
Oh, you know what? Maybe not. Because is Jalen Waddle still hurt? Hold on. Let me see.
I don't know. I think his it's up in the air. Not too sure if he's gonna play. I know Tyreek is gradually working to play. He should play. That's the word. But Jalen Waddle, as of right now, I'm not too sure. I think there's probably gonna be more word coming out tomorrow.
You know what? No, I'm gonna stay strong. I'm gonna keep. This will be the last. This will be the last Infinity Stone for Lamar. This will be the last Infinity Stone. He beats the Dolphins. For him to get the MVP, I said beginning of the season, Lamar's going to win MVP. Got it. We got the video. I'm queuing it up as soon as he wins it, just so everybody knows. Just so
everybody knows that we called this beginning of the season. I mean, I called it on Facebook last year after he said he wasn't going to come back and play. Oh yeah, when he gets the new contract, he'll win MVP. Sure. Right. And hold on, while we're on Lamar, let me go ahead and get this quick little shit out real quick because I seen what the fuck she said. Talking about I want my quarterback more quarterbacky, bro. And everybody sitting there talking about Lamar don't deserve MVP because his numbers, bro. Outside of touchdowns, literally outside of touchdowns, Lamar's numbers are better than when he won MVP. Outside of touchdowns, and the only reason why his touchdowns are down is because he has less rushing touchdowns.
Who said it?
There's a whole bunch of people sitting up here talking about, Lamar doesn't deserve MVP.
Because you said she, and I was like, who's she? I want to know who she was.
Oh yeah, she. If you go on the little Twitter link I sent you earlier, you'll see the she I'm talking about. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Women in sports, y'all been fucking up this whole goddamn month. Y'all ain't even gonna lie to you. Y'all gotta tighten up. Y'all gotta get right because y'all are not looking good right now. Sports have got you in a goddamn chokehold, and they're whooping y'all ass right now.
I changed the title of it because I didn't want to get too controversial, but I think we may have to go back to that and have a show
because the sports got y'all in a fucking chokehold. They are whooping y'all ass right now. Y'all are not doing the research that y'all need to be doing. But I just wanted to say that about Lamar. Everybody want to sit up here and talk about his numbers, bro. His numbers literally look better than his MVP year outside of touchdowns because he has less rushing touchdowns because he's passing the ball more, which is exactly what you dickheads asked for. And now that he's doing it, completion percentage higher, quarterback rating higher, more passing touchdowns, More passing yards. What more do y'all want? He's the MVP,
No,
bro.
they
Stop
want
fucking playing.
no. They want Lamar to run for another 1,000 yards, because it's crazy that they crucify it when you don't do it. I mean, when you do it, but then they miss it when you don't do it.
When you don't do it, and they
He's
beg
not
for
running
it.
the
It's
ball
like,
enough. He's not running the ball enough. He's not using his legs enough. Well, you bitched and moaned that he used his legs too much before.
literally. Oh, he should stay in the pocket and complete passes. And oh, well, I thought y'all didn't want that. I thought y'all wanted him to run. So y'all got to make up your mind, bro. So y'all can't sit up here and say that, but not look at how much better he's became as a passer when that's all you guys were trying to make fun of him for, trying to call him a receiver, and his numbers literally look better, tremendously better. And if you don't believe me, everybody watching, right? Because I'm about to post this shit.
I'm gonna clip
Go
it up.
fucking
And
look
put it
at
in
his
the video.
numbers.
I'm gonna clip it up. So I'm taking the Ravens in the Dolphins.
Same. I'm stuck on. I'm on the Lamar MVP train, like I was at the beginning of the season, and I don't care.
Right. It is the Buffalo Bills versus the New England Bills. Bills.
I like what you did there.
There we go. Yep, this is gonna be the game that the Bills shit to bed because Bill Belichick is just an asshole like that, and he always fucks up a good thing for other teams. So I'm gonna
I got the Patriots because the Patriots is I just know the Patriots and Bill Belichick. They looking at the Bills right now like, oh, you bitch ass niggas really think y'all finna go on a run and make the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
We got something for y'all. We got something for y'all. For sure.
I'm like I believe, and Bill Belichick just loves fucking up people at the end of the season. So
yeah, he loves playing spoiler, and that's the reason why. I've always respected Bill.
Mm-hmm. Falcons, Bears.
This game has very high implications, and honestly, I know y'all see my boy Taylor Heineken, okay, with the new Jones. All right, He had to bust out them North Carolina Blue Babies, and I respect him, man. I love his choice. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I think I'm gonna go with the Bears, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I think I'm gonna go with the Bears in this one.
Where are the Bears right now, draft wise? Oh, it doesn't matter because they got the Carolina pick.
Yeah, they got the Carolina pick, so. It really doesn't matter if they win or lose, and that's why everybody, please pay attention to the sports that you guys talk about because everybody's sitting up here talking about, oh, the Bears are trying to make the playoffs. They're gonna fuck off their pick, bro. No, they're not. They own 2 top 5 picks, bro.
Yeah,
they have to trade those picks away.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
guys.
I'm gonna take the Bears. I'm gonna take the Bears on that. I'm gonna take the Bears. Hey, this game, fuck it. Colts, Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders. This march for the playoffs is going to continue. This march for Antonio Pierce to get this Raider job is going to continue. I am taking the Raiders against the Colts. I don't give a fuck. And another pick 6 for the defense. I don't know who it's going to be, but I hope it's Jack Jones.
You want to know the best part about this? The best part about this is I've been worried about this game all season because the Colts always tend to have our number, especially when we're doing good, right? But there's always a but, right? There's always a caveat. I think it's different this year, man. I think we got them. I'm taking my boys, man.
And I want Devontae to have a big game. Devontae hadn't had a big game yet.
I need it. You know what I'm saying? I need it. And it's okay. It's coming. But, yeah, no, I'm taking my boys. I think Ben Johnson's going to be too worried about getting another coaching job. So, I'm taking my boys, man. Let's go. I mean, we getting in Gardner Minshew ass tomorrow, Sunday.
Right. And Devontae need 30 yards for a 1,000-yard season.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and get him now. Get my boy his incentive, man. Stop playing with him.
So, we go there. Panthers, Jaguars. This is a very goofy game because on paper, the Jaguars should win this game.
You would think so. But
it doesn't feel like they can win this game.
Well, Trevor Lawrence isn't playing, so I really don't have any high hopes for him right now.
Oh, Trevor's not playing?
Nope.
Oh, get that boy Bryce Young his 3rd win of the season.
Yeah, get my boy, man. Y'all see me? Hey, you see my boy Bryce cooking last week, though?
Yeah. Go and get Bryce that win. Get him that dub.
Yeah, I love it, man. Absolutely, Bryce, big Bryce, man.
Titans, Texans. This is a rematch game. I think the Texans owe the Titans this ass whooping.
They do. They do.
They owe the Titans this ass whooping. So I'm gonna go with the Texans on this one. D'Amico. They fucked this up last time.
I think C.J. Stroud not playing was definitely a factor. But as of now, nah. I think C.J. Stroud is probably gonna play. I think he's a game time decision. But if CJ plays, they're gonna get that get back for sure. Yeah. For sure, gonna get that get back.
Nah, they definitely gonna get that get back. I'm taking the Texans on that one. Rams, Giants. I'm gonna go Rams. Get them to 9-7. Get that playoff push moving. And let me see what Puka. Where is he at? God damn. So he gonna get 100 catches. Damn. Okay. Yeah. Puka going crazy. I didn't realize his stats look like that. That motherfucker going crazy. Shit. I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, no, I'm taking the Rams. I like the tear they on right now.
Like the motherfucker got 97 catches and 1,300 yards. Crazy. Cardinals, Eagles, Battle of the Birds. Fast feet. He just can't get it. He's been playing well since he came back. But the Eagles need to get that running game going this week. And I think this is the game that they get right. Get DeAndre Swift in that running game and everything moving before the playoffs. So I'm gonna take the Eagles in this. And Fast feet gonna have a decent game. But
do you want to know what I have figured out about the Philadelphia Eagles?
What?
People have figured out how to A, stop their run game consistently, and B, capitalize on their defensive lapse. And the reason why that's significant is because that didn't happen the past few years. That was the reason why they were so successful, right?
Uh-huh.
If you negate their pass rush and keep it short, right? Because their corners can cover deep. They got some really long corners that can move, but if you keep it short and can negate their pass rush and stop their run game, you're essentially going to win the game. And that's what a lot of teams have been doing.
I think what happened with the Eagles is that they took their pass rush away from themselves. And what I mean by that is they played Jalen Carter, Fletcher Cox, and Davis at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like you brought Nolan Smith in because of his speed, but he doesn't play that much.
Mm.
So, like, the point was to have speed with him and speed with Hassan Reddick on the edges, and you have the big bodies, the Jordan Davis or, Fletcher Cox or Jalen Carter in the middle with the push up the middle. But they've been playing with all big boys, and there's no pass rush with the big boys. Or a slower pass rush. I'll say that. A slower pass rush.
Well, I mean, there's not only a slower pass rush, it's just putting these guys in these specific spots is kind of it's going to be hard for them to really succeed, right? Like it's kind of like what I was saying about Cleveland Farrell and the Niners. How if you can put him at edge, right? You can put him at end, and he's going to cause enough havoc, or he's going to cause enough disturbance to stop the run on that side, or stop the stretch play on that side, or even maybe get a sack. But if he's constantly playing out of position, that's not his strength, so he's not going to be able to live up to his true playing potential. And I think that's what's going on with the Eagles right now is they have a whole bunch of guys. That's what you get for drafting all these goddamn D linemen. You have a whole bunch of guys that have all these different skill sets, and you really don't know where to put them, where to place them. And it's a mixture between young guys and vets, and you're like, okay, I got to get my vets their touches, but at the same time, I got to get my young guys their touches and get them on the field and get them experience. So I just think that they kind of shot themselves in the foot with all of these D linemen and how they're so interchangeable. You really just don't know what to do with them now.
Yep, because you don't know, like Montez Sweat, not Montez Sweat. Fuck is his name? Sweat. Whatever is Sweat. I don't know. Montez Sweat was on Washington, but there's another Sweat.
Fucking Josh
Sweat. There you go. You know, you got Josh Sweat. You got Hassan Reddick. You got Nolan Smith. Those are your speed guys. And then you got Fletcher Cox and Jalen Carter and Jaron Dave, whatever the fuck his name, big ass motherfucker. Like
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis. Like you got that's 6 dudes just in the defensive line. You know what I'm saying? So they got to figure it out. But I'm still taking the goddamn Eagles.
Yeah, I'm still taking the Eagles in the matchup. I'm just saying they got to play a lot better, bro. That's another thing about it. Y'all just got to fucking play better, dog. Play football. What the fuck am I doing all this goddamn bitching and moaning?
Yep. Next up, we got Saints at the Buccaneers.
That's going to be a good-ass motherfucking game. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yep.
Because it has not only league division, but true playoff implications.
If Tampa has to – I think if Tampa wins this, they clinch the division.
Yep. I'm honestly conflicted. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm conflicted.
I'm going Baker. I love – Derek Carr's my guy, but I'm going to go with Baker on this.
I'm saying as much as I love my boy Bake, you know what I'm saying? I want to see Derek Carr succeed just so I can see all the Derek Carr haters shut the fuck up.
Let's see. Shit. Yeah, because in the NFC South, Tampa's 8-7, Atlanta's 7-8, New Orleans is 7-8. So basically, they got to. And what is Tampa? What is their next game? Who they play after this? Tampa, and they play the Panthers after that.
Yep, they end off the season in Carolina. I think either in Carolina or at Tampa.
It's in Carolina. And then the Saints, their last game is against the Falcons.
This game.
Yeah, this game is for the division, basically.
Yeah, it's legitimately for the division. And
if Tampa wins, they clinch the division. If the Saints win, they play the Falcons. Well, it all depends if the Falcons win. If the Falcons lose to the Bears, I think the winner of this game wins the division outright.
Yeah.
I think that's so, and they're playing at the exact same time, so they're both playing at 10 o'clock.
Yep.
So this game has a lot on the line. This game got a lot.
Yeah, this game is going to come down. It's going to be. I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to have a lot on the line. It definitely has a lot on the line. Playoff implications, division champion implications. Honestly, like I said, bro, I'm torn because as much as I want to see, this is going to be a milestone for both of these quarterbacks.
Matter of fact, hold on.
New teams, new division.
Who won the first meeting between these two teams?
I think Tampa won the first time.
Tampa won. Yep. Oh shit. So
so it's a milestone for both of these teams, right? For two guys that the league and everybody essentially wrote off. They go to two new teams. They're in the same division, and they both have the opportunity to take their team to win the division and to the playoffs. So either way, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I really don't care who wins or loses. Either way, I'm gonna be bragging because how y'all try to write both of these guys off, and they just showed y'all like you can't write guys like us off. Like we're the next group of quarterbacks in the fucking league that are supposed to be looked at as vets. So I'm gonna go Derek Carr and the Saints. But if the Buccaneers pull it off, I'm not even gonna be upset.
Yep. So I'm going with the Buccaneers. Next up, 49ers and the Commanders. Hopefully Ron Rivera gets fired at the end of this game. I'm going with the 49ers in this.
If the 49ers can do what the Raiders did and put up 63 points, then Washington should probably have their head out of their ass by the 49th point and fire Ron Rivera by halftime.
Yeah, so I'm going against them because I just need Ron Rivera out the paint. I keep trying to say it. He's the last domino I need to fall to get fired. Even though even though they're not going to do it till the season is over.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it till the end of the season, but I mean, sure, fine, it's whatever.
I just need them to keep racking up losses. That's all.
I don't understand how Arthur Smith names keep coming up, but Ron Rivera name, I ain't heard his name. I'm just saying.
Now,
I keep hearing Arthur Smith. I ain't heard Ron Rivera all goddamn season all goddamn season. So somebody ain't doing something right, goddamn
it. Right. Next up, we have the Steelers and the Seahawks.
The Seahawks, because the Steelers don't know what the fuck they're doing at quarterback right now.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
I don't know, because Mason Rudolph came in there and balled out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers because I want Mike T to keep his streak going of playoff appearances. I'm gonna go with Mike T on it.
Let me check myself, man, because Mason Rudolph, man, Helmet Mason, you feel me? Miles Mason, that's what they call him. Yeah, man, he went out there and threw the ball all over the goddamn yard last week, man.
And Drew Lock needs just a little bit of humble pie, just a little bit.
Well, you know, my boy Drew Lock, man, he you know what I'm saying? I think he got like 3.3%, you feel me, Negroid in him somewhere. You feel me? Might be somewhere in his big toe, might be, you feel me, somewhere else. But hey, it's all good. I ain't worried about it, man. But yeah, no, I'm gonna take the Seahawks on this one, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Seahawks. Go with my gut feeling.
All right. Okay, now this one I'm staying to my guns. Chiefs, Bengals. I'm going with the Browning Bengals.
Yes, sir. My boy Jake the Snake Browning, Folsom High School, Sacramento, California. It's technically Folsom, California, but it's the same goddamn thing because it's only right at the motherfucking freeway. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Freeway Folsom Jakey, man. I'm going with my boy Jake the Snake, man. Y'all better stop playing with my boy Jake B. Okay?
Yeah.
I know they lost last week. All right. But he still had 300 goddamn yards passing. So I don't want to hear it. I better leave my boy Jake alone, man. My boy Jake out there going crazy.
Because, like I said, I need the Chiefs to continue to catch these hands and these L's. So, yeah.
Yeah. So Travis Kelce, you know I rock with you, dog, because you got some really good taste in women. You feel me? Probably not as of recently, but it's all good. You feel me? Taylor Swift was probably somebody slice of humble pie too. I ain't even worried about it. But look, don't ever say y'all went out there and gifted us a win on Christmas. We beat y'all ass. Okay?
They got fucked up.
That's what happened. We beat y'all ass. All right? I don't want to hear none of the excuses. No, we gave it. Nah. We beat y'all ass, bro. Enjoy the L. Merry Christmas. And a happy goddamn New Year.
Brother. Now, this game is really, really, really doofy. Because, we talked about it earlier, the Broncos are sitting Russell Wilson. But the Chargers are the Chargers. So
I really don't I really don't know who to pick. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you.
I really don't. Because part of me, I want the Broncos to get blown out by like
I don't.
I want them.
This is why we got the show that we got, and why we like this, okay? Because I want the motherfucking dumb ponies to get their ass blown out too, okay?
I really do. And the thing about it is, if Justin Herbert was playing, it would make total sense. But maybe it's worse if Austin Stick goes out and throws for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns.
I don't even know who plays quarterback over there at the Chargers right now. I forgot the broad name.
I'm taking the Chargers anyway. Fuck.
Man, go out there, and y'all know I hate the Chargers, but I hate the fucking Broncos. I hate both them motherfuckers. I hate every single team in the AFC West that's not the Raiders equally, okay? So, I really wish they can both lose. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you. But in the event that Russ just got benched, you feel me, and all the shit like that.
But right, like this, I hope they finish this game.
What?
Either I want one of two things to happen. I want the Chargers to drop 80 on the Broncos, or because I don't want Brandon Staley to look good. This is what I want. No, Brandon Staley going to Raiders. My bad.
Gone.
That's right. He's gone. My bad. See, I got PTSD. I know.
Honestly, you know what?
I want these motherfuckers to finish 0-0. I want them to play 5. I want them to play 5 quarters and nobody score a point.
I love it. Let's do it. Absolutely. Yep. I love it. I absolutely love it. The Raiders and the Vikings did it just last week, and the Vikings barely won by 3. So I love it. Yep, let's get our first.
At least they
0-0
kick the
goal.
field goal. I don't want nobody to cross the 50.
Yeah, nope. Nobody crosses 50. Give them the treatment the Saints gave the Raiders last year.
Mm-hmm. Then, last game of the day. This is a grudge match. This is old school blood. Packers, Vikings.
And this one also probably has some playoff implications too. Maybe
Yes.
if it all can work out.
Yep, and I'm going with Jordan Love and the Vikings.
Oh yeah, man. I had nothing but love for you, baby. Give me Jordan Love, man. I don't care. I'm going with my boy Love. You know what I mean? He been balling. Everybody trying to write him off too. Colin Cowherd.
Right.
And he on your line.
Let's see what that looking like over there. Well, this guy, they might be able to squeeze out a wild card if they win this game. So
You feel me? Yeah, I got nothing but love for you, baby. Yeah, come on, man. My boy Jordan Love, man. Let him spin.
yeah.
You want to win? Let the boy let love spin, man. You know
Let
what I
love
mean?
spin. Let love spin. So those are the games. That was a show. Another dope show on here on Inside the Huddle. We got, we're coming towards the end of the football season. We still got the playoffs. We're gonna get and we got college football. We're gonna get into these bowl. We didn't get into the bowl games too much because the bowl games we really care about are coming up.
Yep.
So we're gonna get into those bowl games. I don't know the player on Alabama who was being a dummy and was saying that he can't watch tape because Michigan still signs. And I'm like,
I don't even know what that means, bro. I listened to that clip 5 times, and I still have yet to decipher the stupidity of what the fuck he was talking about.
When your team literally signed Michigan's linebacker.
Literally. And you got everybody want to sit up here and be on Jalen Milroe's side now. Oh, well, his offensive coordinator, Bill O'Brien, said that he was a horrible quarterback. Because he was.
Still is, if you ask me, but
Still is. Like, that's what the fuck I'm saying. He still is one. Like, we'll get into it next week. Don't worry about it. We'll get into it next week.
We're going to get into it next week.
We're going to get into it next week. This is from the sideline Inside the Huddle. And I know we growing with subscribers, so keep following us, keep growing with us. And we're going to keep delivering y'all this greatness. But, we do it stationary. We do it mobile. And shout out to everybody that came to rock with us today, man. We appreciate y'all, dog. And, we're going to see y'all next week. Oh, and let me not forget.
Mm-hmm.
Happy New Year to everybody. Be safe.
Happy New Year. We see y'all next year.
Out here doing no fuck shit. Okay?
Come back next year.
You know what I'm saying? We'll be back next year. So don't touch that dial, as I said in the 90s, man. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, everybody be safe for the New Year's. I hope everybody comes back to the new year the same way they left the old New Year. You feel me? Ain't no new me, new year. Nah, none of that shit. Come back the same old you, okay? So we know it's you.
Energy. You can raise the energy up a little bit. That's it. Just raise the energy up a little bit.
Raise the energy up. Probably bring some of the homies. You feel me? Tell them to hit that like and subscribe button. But ain't no new year, new me, man. Keep the same you. We pulling up, same time on Fridays. And we're going to catch y'all next week, man. Happy New Year. We love y'all.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn